This season, Bungie has given us a bunch of weapons to grind for, and today we are going to look at the Supercluster, a strand 70 RPM pinpoint slug shotty with a pretty damn good perk pool. Currently dropping from the Riven's lair and the coil activities, it can also be focused at Riven, 5 red frames, and it can be crafted. The perk combo potential here is pretty high. I reckon we got some nice combos such as Slice and Hatchling, but today I want to take a look at Reconstruction and Cascade Point. I believe this is the only slug shotty that can roll Cascade Point, so it's somewhat unique, and I think although based on the situation, this could be a great addition to everyone's arsenal. Small disclaimer, I do believe the Heritage is best in slot, but with the Heritage being a raid weapon drop and the majority of the community not raiding, I think it's much easier for people to acquire this instead of that, so we're going to take the Heritage off the table. I will do a few small comparisons against the Fortissimo, just because that's easily acquired as well. So, Enhanced Reconstruction. Refills 10% of magazine capacity from reserves every 3.5 seconds while not firing the weapon. Refills can overflow the magazine up to 100% increased magazine capacity. Refill amount is rounded up to the nearest whole number. So depending on how you craft this, you can actually get this to refill to 12 rounds in the mag. Enhanced Cascade Point. After scoring a kill or multiple precision hits within 5 seconds of each with a different weapon, grants the Cascade Point ready buff for 5 seconds. Readying the weapon while Cascade Point is active reduces firing delay for 2.75 seconds. Firing delay is reduced by 30% on SMGs, machine guns by 40, etc, etc. So after testing, I've found that you'll get 4 to 6 shots off with the increased fire rate. Then it's either empty the mag at the standard fire rate or switch to another weapon, get another kill to re-proc Cascade Point. I'll throw a side-by-side comparison up on screen now of the regular fire rate and the fire rate with Cascade Point procced. To further compare, I'll throw the fire rate up of the Fortissimo, and we'll also take a quick look at the perk pool on that as well. So with the Fortissimo, for the big deeps, you're going to be looking at something like 4th times the charm Vorpal, maybe surrounded. With a 6 round mag, 4th times will help you match the 12 rounds of the Supercluster as long as you hit every crit, but the fire rate is stuck at 65 RPM. And I know, before you cuss me out in the comments, yeah, just hear me out. I know that Vorpal and Surrounded is also on the Supercluster, which will probably give it way more output for DPS, but you can get Surrounded Vorpal on a few shotties. So I just wanted to take a look at Cascade Point, with it being somewhat unique that this is the only pinpoint slug that will roll it. I feel Cascade Point has its place, and I think you definitely want to have a couple of well-rolled shotguns that have Cascade Point on. I didn't bother doing any damage numbers. We all know that slug shotguns hit pretty hard. I will put a small clip up though of where I used a bubble, a weakening grenade and some weapon surges, and the initial shot was like 125k. So it can hit if needed. So onto the origin perk, Dragon's Vengeance. When an ally dies or you reach critical health, this weapon's magazine refills, gains bonus range, charge rate and handling. I think this is a pretty useful perk in the right circumstances. So, you know, if you empty the mag and take some damage and become critical, it's just going to take the reserves and put them straight into the gun. Could be super useful if you push into a corner. So, to sum things up guys, is this best in class? No. But it's pretty good. Solid perk pool, and if you won't raid and can't get things like the Heritage, I think this is a solid choice for anybody's arsenal. As with all guns, we do have like a meta role, then we've also got the subjective roles, personal likes and favourite perks. Let me know in the comments what you think of this, if you've used it, if you're gonna get it, if you like the look of the perk pool. Let's get some conversations going down there. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed, hope it's been informative, and I'll catch you on the next one. See yous.